Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Rome 2 Siege action. We have a 3v3 for you here on Tullerford Dune. This one has been sent in to us by Emperor Kendi Katsu. And as always, let's go over the players on the field of battle, quickly go over army comps, and then we'll get right into it. So, in this matchup, defending, we have Red-Eyed Jedi, 1982, playing as Seleucid, Emperor Katsu playing as Kush, and the Dodgy Gob playing as Misasli. Attacking, we have TTV Exo Trojan playing as Carthage, Max playing as Swaby, and Barbed Mean playing as Swaby. So it's, if we want to roleplay this type deal, we could say that Carthage is attacking, and he has brought a giant mercenary army with him. And he's taken on some factions who seem a little out of place in a barbarian settlement. But anyway, I digress. So we'll start with the defenders, and then we'll work our way around. We'll start up here on the top. Well, I guess we'll start with Misasli. Misasli has brought, we got some Desert Cohort. We have a nice African Onager right here. We have Armored Numidian Riders as his general. And if you're wondering how and why, for those of you who might be new to Rome 2 and or the channel, and don't know about this, the Desert Kingdoms DLC, which includes Misasli, Kush, Saba, and Nabatea, from what I remember, how it goes, Creative Assembly forgot to write out the code that prohibits. How do I say this? They forgot to take out the code that allows you to bring artillery when you're defending. Okay, so only the Desert Kingdoms DLC factions are there. They are the only ones out of everyone that can bring artillery inside the settlement, so it makes them a little bit more challenging, or at least it can be sometimes, especially if you can get them in a good position and use them correctly. Moving on to the rest of Misasli's army, we have heavy Numidian Skirmishers, one of my favorite units in the entire game. Another unit, more Desert Legionary. So 4 units of heavy Numidian Skirmishers, Desert Legionaries across the board, it looks to be. And then outside, we have some Numidian Riders, Numidian Lights, and then another Numidian Riders. Swaby's Ballista may be in for a pretty terrible time. We shall see, we shall see. Moving on, we'll go start with Seleucid next. We have 2 units of Poen back here, some Silver Shield, Silver Shield Pikes, Thurio Spears, Persian Lights, okay, a lot of Cataphracts. What do we have over here? We got some Thorax Swords, Persian Lights, Persian Lights. Wait. Did I look at this wrong? Peltists, Persian Lights, Persian Lights, Persian. Okay, I thought for some reason I saw 4 Persian Light Archers. We have 2 units of Citizen Cav over here. We got some Persian Hoplites, some more Silver Shield. Right up in the front, too. Interesting. Thorax Swords, and that looks to be about it from Seleucid. I do not see anything else anywhere else. And then Kush. Kush. Oh, man, Kush. I got to see their loadout before the map actually loaded up. So, Kush is bringing, his general is Kushite Royal Guard, pretty solid cav unit. We have 4 units of the Kushite Royal Archers. Where are the other 2? Right over here. Kushite Slave Infantry, a handful of them, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, okay? The rest is Disciples of Piedmac. So, whatever the funds were for this game is absolutely ridiculous, because he has, let's count, right? 1, okay, so that's 1. Gotta make sure we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 disciples of Epidemic. I mean, it's a pretty gnarly unit, man. Let's take a look at the stats real quick before we move on to the attackers. 60 melee attack, 25 weapon damage, not the greatest in weapon damage. 60 charge bonus, which is pretty insane for an infantry unit. 67 melee defense, pretty solid. Armor is the only thing that is kind of dog shit, but they do get Frenzied Charge and Headhunt. So combine those 2 perks with that 60 charge bonus, and that's pretty scary. Not to mention their melee defense is pretty insane too. Anyway, moving on to the attackers. We'll start with the Swabies. Big old ballista boy right over here. 2 wolf warriors to defend. We have some hex bears in the back. 1 swordmaster general. The other general is a noble riders, a movable onager over here. Side note, this onager, you won't be able to get it inside the settlement. Through the gates, I'm almost positive that you can't get it through the gates because it is too big. You'll have to move it up, knock down a section of the wall, and move it up that way. We have 4 units of Cimbri bowwomen. Let's see, we go over here. Some berserkers, swordmasters right over here. Wolf warriors. Looks like club left. Oh my god! We have triple gold chevron club levy making their way up. Could be dangerous. Could be. Probably not. Yeah, I have a feeling they're going to get eradicated. And then that looks to be it, actually. I don't see any other archers. Well, they do have some units over here. What do they got over here? More club levy. Okay. But yeah, I don't see any more of their archers anywhere, so that is interesting. So only 4 units of archers so far, unless they have them hidden somewhere. But anyway, Carthage is bringing. He's got a big old ballista as well. Back line here, we have Samnites, Noble Cav, Gen. We have 2 units of Noble Fighters. 3 Cretans, I am assuming. Yes, yes. And then we have Scutari, backed up by some Libyan infantry on the flanks. And then way over here, we have some more Libyan infantry. And that is it for Carthage. All right. So, 42 minutes, 7 seconds on the clock. Let's get her underway. So, come on, Miss Aisley, what are you doing? Go, 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 go. Or is it these over here? No, they haven't even moved. No one's moving yet. Now we're going. But are they gonna move? They're just kind of hanging out here at the moment. Sacely over here still has yet to move. Swaby's getting ready to fire. I wonder if he was away from his computer. Perhaps he was AFK, because now, yeah, it's dropping off these club levy. I mean, honestly, the Numidian lights will probably be able to deal with them fairly easily, but I mean, these units here, the Libyan infantry, they'll just tear through the Numidian lights and the Numidian riders as well. But there we go. Look at that. Numidian riders managing to get into the ballista crew. Hopefully they've done enough damage that they'll rout, but I mean, there's 32 guys left. They'll probably end up coming back, unfortunately. Numidian riders are out the window. But hopefully Seleucid Citizen Cav will be able to get over here and catch these guys, and we'll be able to get rid of them. Carthage is sending over some of his Libyan infantry, probably just to set up a little bit of a defensive perimeter to protect his ballista. He doesn't want anything happening to that. General is moving over to support. Here we go. Numidian riders moving as quickly as they possibly can. Ooh, taking a big jabby hit, losing quite a few men. Noble riders coming in from Swaby. They might be able to catch these guys out, but hopefully he'll be able to get a charge off. Looks like it's coming through. Here we go, right in the back of these Cimbri bowmen. It's going to get a nice little charge if he can keep on going. It's a good enough charge that he can just keep going. Going to be able to, yes, look at that. Already starting to rout some one unit of these Cimbri bowmen. However, the Numidian riders have been caught by the Noble Cav, and they are going to be slaughtered. Meanwhile, these Cimbri bowwomen, it's going to take them a minute, but they will return to the field of battle, even though there's only 58 of them left. Citizen Cav from Seleucid over here is doing God knows what. Not really sure. He's maybe scouting around, looking for something to go after, but where are you going, bud? I mean, I would have turned right around and tried to get into here. Numidian Riders on this flank managed to get away. Now they're looking for a new target. Maybe they might be able to get into Carthage's ballista over here if he is quick enough. Got some, yeah, there they go. They have returned. Over here, Numidian Lights actually getting absolutely slaughtered by these. Well, I guess the melee defense is really solid on the club levy, so I mean, it's about, well, it's solid. It's only solid because it's jacked up so much, because they're triple gold chevron. Over here, yeah, the Numidian Riders are gone over here, and on this side, it looks like that they are also, or no, he managed to charge into Wolf Warriors. Didn't really do too much damage, does not seem like. Shots coming in. Yeah, they're going to pound this hilltop here. This is something that you always want to try and hit if you are on the attacking side. And you have a giant ballista with the range, because usually, as we can see, there are defenders do like to put their archers up here on this hill, because it affords a good vantage point for firing down into the attacking armies. Meanwhile, Kush is out and about. Carthage's Noble Cab Gen is hanging out. I mean, if... Ooh, look at this! Wow! So, I mean, these Citizen Cav they're doomed. They're done for. But even still, causing quite a bit of havoc around here. Maybe taking a couple, one or two guys with him on the way out. I mean, it's killed 7 men. But the mass confusion that's going on right now is pretty epic. This would be good time to use your wall artillery to fire into this mass. This would be a good thing to go for. Looks like maybe they're trying to go after the bow limit, however. German heavy onager is firing. What they're firing at, we're not sure. It could be going after some units here, or they could just be going after the wall. Actually wait and see. They probably should be firing soon. Come on, boyo. Let loose your rocks. Actually, I don't know if they have the range on it, though. Because we can see the wall artillery's range ends right about here, so they might actually be out of range. What is their range? 480? What's yours? 460. Actually, I don't know. They might have it. They got 20 more range than the wall artillery, so very strong possibility they have it. Meanwhile, the Swabies have landed. They are, big shots coming in, going after some of these Numidian skirmishers and the Desert Legionnaires. And lots of shots just coming out from every angle. Kushite slave infantry going to charge right on in. Man, the combat's even right now. I mean, they are just coming off of... Yeah, they're really trying to get these Legionnaires over here. I guess they think they're going to be the biggest hurdle. Not wrong. Desert Legionnaires and Desert Cohort are a pretty scary unit. But look at this. Kushite Slave Infantry is doing pretty damn good against the Club Levy. Let's compare the stats real quick. Kushite Slave Infantry, 20, 35, 52 melee defense and 40 armor. Compared to 35 and 15, 54 melee defense and 40 armor. So same armor, melee defense is almost on par without having being leveled up for the Kushite Slave Infantry. And then they just have them on the weapon damage. So yeah, I guess it's no surprise. Kush is now going to be able to wrap right around these Club Levy, really get them out of here as quickly as possible. And this is what kind of concerned me with the Club Levy. I mean, yeah, they're all triple gold chevron, but this just seems like kind of a throwaway. I mean, granted, you do. Wow, look at them. They're like boxing up over here. Are they afraid of something? I mean, they do have a lot of Swordmasters and Hexbearers and Berserkers and stuff. Well, not a lot of Berserkers. They have a handful, but the Swordmasters are going to be their main push, right? But they don't have a lot of them. Meanwhile, over here, they are starting to land. Honestly, it's not really, it's like a non-issue, I feel like. Although the defenders seem to not realize. Did they not notice? Did you guys not notice? You had to have noticed. Yep, pull away your general so he doesn't take any jabby fire. But yeah, this initial assault is crumbling pretty quickly. Thorax swords over here, they're actually losing. You're kidding me. Down to, geez, they are dropping like flies. I mean, they are getting jabbied pretty well and good. But, my lord. Nice little gap here. You could exploit it if you wanted to, but I mean, what's the point? You're just going to get jabbied to shit. Numidian lights firing. Oof, taking some fire in the process as well. Or Numidian lights, what am I talking about? Numidian heavy skirmishers. Jesus. Get it together, look there. Ooh, here we go. Kushite Royal Guard getting into the mix with the Noble Cav and the Ballista crew. Honestly, over time, the Kushite Royal Guard should win this. Noble Cav doesn't have much for melee defense. It's got buffed to 16 because he hit battle rhythm. But I mean, look at that. 71 melee defense. Now it's down to 58 because his battle rhythm dropped off. But even still, yeah, they're winning. Carthage is about to lose his general if he's not careful. He is sending over some mercenary Samnite warriors, so that could turn the tide into Carthage's favor. Hopefully Kush is going to realize what is going on here. Masacely's coming out with his armored Numidian rider general. He's probably going to get over here, try and assist and or maybe engage the Samnites. Carthage is moving up his Skitari. So most of the club levy, at least over here on this side, is done for. Shots still coming in. I mean, they're hitting a lot of this rock face here. I just don't know. But Kushite Slave Infantry is doing pretty damn good. But yeah, once the Skitari get up here, though, and the Libyan Infantry, then it's going to be no bueno for the Slave Infantry. They're going to have to rely on the Disciples of Piedmac and the Armored Legionnaires and Silver Shield, Swordsmen, and Thorax Swords to deal with that. So we'll see how that goes for them. Meanwhile, still just big shots coming in. Really trying to pound the area. Look at that. It just bounced almost completely over without any casualties. Unfortunately, it did manage to catch a couple of guys over there. Hillmen have been sent forward to take on the club levy along with the Hellenic Cataphract General, and they are doing a good job of winning, even though one of them is losing. It's okay, though. They are, after all, just Hillmen. Kush has managed to get his general out of there, down to 51 men, and 92 kills so far. Is going to charge right into these wolf warriors who are moving, so they will be not less braced. Is that proper sentence structure? I don't think it is, but I said it anyway, so there it is. Keep in mind, remember, when your troops are moving and they're out of formation like that, they're more susceptible to a charge and to take more damage. At least I feel that way. Whether or not that is a proven fact, I'm not entirely sure, but it definitely feels that way because you're in a looser formation. Makes it easier for the cav to get in and amongst the ranks of your men, and you know, allows the cav to really pummel that infantry unit, as compared to as if it was moving as one cohesive, solid group. Meanwhile, Carthage is in full swing. Skitari storming the ramparts, charging headlong into the fray. Silver Shield Swordsmen taking on some Skitari on both sides. This does not look good for these Silver Shields right there. And then we have Disciples of the Piedmac and Kushite Slave Infantry trying to hold back some of these Libyan infantry. Disciples of Piedmac doing really well. Slave Infantry, however, is not doing too great. They're going to start to lose pretty damn quickly. But as the saying goes, it is what it is. But he is managing to break one of the Libyan infantry, including the club levy. So, I mean, once this Libyan infantry is gone, he'll be able to swing around the Disciples of the Piedmac, charge right into the rear of this Libyan infantry. So yeah, more Swavy starting to move up. Ballista, the artillery here is starting to move up. 56 kills. They definitely have ammo left. If I was them, I mean, this artillery crew is gone. It's definitely safe to move up this artillery more. So if I was Swaby, I would move up my artillery a lot closer. Find a section of the wall that isn't being occupied by Jesus Christ, siege tower. Hello, good morning. And I would knock down a section of the wall, preferably maybe even this section right here. There doesn't seem to be a lot of defenders over here. I mean, the heavy Numidian skirmishers obviously out of ammo. They don't have a lot, and now they're in melee. So I mean, if you knock down this wall right here, you have a pretty clear and open path. If you can bust through here, and you have a nice clear path to get to the victory point, you can loop around. It's going to force Kush to pull his troops back, draw up a new battle line here and here to hold. And then effectively what you're doing is you're cutting off all of these troops right here. These troops on the hill, done for. They're not going to, they won't be able to retreat. So that's what I would do. If I was Swaby and I wanted to move up my onager, again, let's recap. Hit this wall, make a breach, pour in. Just pour in. Pour in with as many as your troops as you possibly could. Force them to pull back, and then as they're pulling back, charge up with the rest of your troops, Libyan infantry, wolf warriors, whatever have you. Charge up these towers that are here, make your way in, and just absolutely assault the shit out of this hill right here to get rid of the archers that are there. But yeah, I mean, so far it looks like Carthage is doing a pretty good job of cleaning up over here. Disciples of Piedmont down to 45 men, up to 181 kills, so love to see that. Libyan infantry is getting shot at as they're going to neutralize the tower. And Kush is desperately trying to pull back some of his units. Archers are moving forward. What do we have here? Peltists are moving forward. They have no kills, so they're going to be using their jabbies. These archers are out. Oh my god, only 91 kills. It's terrible. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's just something that happens sometimes, you know? But now, these guys are stuck here. They're stuck here, and the only things that they have to defend them are 2 units of thorax swords and Persian hoplites, which are not great. They aren't good. Seleucid could have brought shield bearers, but he did not. He ended up spending the money on silver shield pikemen. Honestly, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, not that they're not worth the money, but because it's more of a late game unit, and there's not going to be hypothetically speaking, of course, there won't be a lot of arrow fire being focused on them because you're hoping, of course, that the ammo has been exhausted at that point. He could have gotten away with thorax spikes, honestly. So Persian hoplites, are we pushing here? Is that what I'm seeing right now? Does that look like it was a pull through for half a second? Well, it looks like maybe he caught himself. So yeah, these Persian hoplites are going to try and hold on against the Libyan infantry. They are now going to be getting shot by this arrow tower that has been captured. But they do have 2 arrow towers themselves that are going to aid in holding back these Libyan infantry. But of course, I mean, they're Persian hoplites. They're really not the best unit in the world. They are losing though, but so are the Persian hoplites. And actually, I don't think I've ever noticed this arrow tower here. Does this answer the question in the comments below? But when you capture this arrow tower, does it link to this one as well, or is this one just by itself? Because keep in mind, there is another arrow tower in Tarsus in the back, by that back gate that's all the way to the right, that doesn't have a capture point, so you can't capture it. So that's an interesting thing there. Wolf warriors getting routed, just getting shot to all hell. Persian hoplites are about to rout. Libyan infantry is winning, but at what cost? They're getting jabbied to shit, and then these thorax swords are gonna charge right on in once the Persian hoplites lose. 19 kills, down to 14, 12, and then poof, magic trick, they're gone. Pretty amazing, right? Meanwhile, over here, what do we got going on? We have some Silver Shield Swordsmen taking on Swordmasters. Yeah, Swordmasters are just absolutely savage. Savage. And I did not think that these Silver Shield Swordsmen would be good enough to be able to take them on. I mean, let's see, where's some regular thorax swords? 38, 34, 57, 78, 43, 40, 81. Yeah, I mean, Silver Shield Swordsmen are literally just thorax swords on steroids, kind of. So that I never pick them. If I'm playing as Seleucid, the only time that I'm picking a Silver Shield Swordsman is if it's my general. Other than that, I'm not. I'll go with Royal Pelt. I know it's more money, but I'll pick Royal Peltists over these guys. I don't think that they're that good. I honestly think that the Royal Thorax Swordsmen from Egypt are better than the Silver Shield Swordsmen. So, Misacely is out and about. Looks like Carthage and Swaby are going to try and catch him. Hopefully he'll be able to get inside before he gets caught out, because heavy shot cab going into melee against the melee cav is not good. Not good at all. I think he probably would be able to take on Carthage. I mean, not just because his general is down to 50 men, but because their melee defense is better, actually, than the Noble Cavalry melee defense. Heavy Numidian Skirmishers getting beat up. 180 kills, though. Hate to see it, but there it is. Oh, Disciples, Kushite Slave Infantry has come back. I don't know where they're gonna go. Who knows? Where are they going? Right over here. I mean, they're probably out of ammo, right? Well, maybe not. 111 kills. They might have some ammo left. Swaby over here, though, however, is out of ammo. 119 kills, not bad. All right. 22 minutes, 45 seconds left in this one, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Do all the cool YouTube stuff. Helps out the channel. And, of course, I appreciate it as well. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below. Links in the description below for my Twitter, Twitch, and Discord. Yes, that's right. I have a Discord server. Feel free to jump on in if you have Rome2 replays yourself that you would like to see on the silver screen. That is YouTube. And yeah, I have a Twitter that I never use because I forget that it exists. And Twitch as well. I don't stream too much, but when I do, it's usually a fun time. So, now we have reached the stage of the battle where everyone's just going to get their units in. Yeah, it looks like they broke. Everyone's going to get their units inside the settlement. And, I don't know. I mean, they can't... Oh, no. These guys are getting shot. Though I don't know that the shots are actually hitting them. Who are they shooting at? Oh, the Kushite. But they're out of ammo, so yeah, go ahead. Get you baited, son. Quick reload. Yeah. This is why it's important to zoom in on your opponent's archers to see if their daggers are out. Yes, but the attackers, they need to do something about these units up here. They have to. They can't... Is he trying to fucking... It looked like maybe he was trying to push, but Swordmaster's actually doing a terrific job of getting rid of these guys. If he got his Disciples of the Piedmech over here, though, that might help. Might help scare them a little bit. Especially that tiny unit, right? Slip that tiny unit right on by. Right, where's the mouse? Right here, and then bloop, right around. Right around. These guys coming back, they're like, wait. Not all of us were here. Harold got sick on the way back, so we had to stay with him for a minute. We finally made it, though. So now we have a bit of a defensive perimeter going up. A bit of a kill box, too, actually. But over here, I mean, these thorax swords getting shot in the back. Swordmasters are, it's starting to go not their way. I mean, they're surrounded. Thorax Swords is still losing, though. There we go. There goes one here. Yeah, he needs to get these guys over here. Even though there's 35, he needs to get them over here so they can help. Don't forget, too, Disciples of the Piedmont have a scare feature because, you know, they're dressed up as lions and they're terrifying. But here we go. Oh, why are you going to do this? I don't think this is a good idea. Oh, he did Battle Rhythm. Did they have Headhunt? They do. He should pop Headhunt now. Remember, folks, Headhunt and Battle Rhythm is a pretty lethal combination. But yeah, he managed to... I mean, is it a pull-through? I'm not really sure. That's a tough to decide, because, I mean, this is right here, a bit of a gap. But yeah, is it? I don't know. Bounce power right now is in the favor of the attackers, if only slightly. Watching him charge against the the archers here, the first thing that I thought was, in real life, the horses might have just fucking gone right over the edge. So, yeah, but, you know, it is a video game. Whatever. What are you going to do? Anyway, so now this hill is completely collapsed. No one's really going to make it out of here alive. But let's not forget, though, that Sicily still has their artillery up here. I mean, I forgot that it had its artillery up here. 56 kills so far. Honestly, I think you should wait. Don't use no more. Don't use any more. Noble Fighters over here. Break them! Yeah, the Hellmen were going to do a great job. Oh, he's not using Fire Shot. Fire Shot! Use Fire Shot! And then, yeah, the pikes. I think I would have left the pikes hidden. Let's see. As far as archers are concerned, 57 kills here, 39, and 39. There's quite a bit of ammo, or 97 rather. There's quite a bit of ammo left over here, including, I would imagine, for the Kimberly Bowwomen as well. Yeah, there's so much ammo here. I'm not really sure how they're going to manage to pull this one off, if they indeed do win. Disciples of Piedmont, 202 kills so far, down to 31 men. They are going to hold on for as long as they possibly can. I mean, they're doing a good enough job to holding this line back, so that's 61 kills. Don't tell me. Do not tell me these guys, or women rather, are... Ooh. I mean, I guess they're out of ammo. 68 kills, though, and that's kind of... That's sad. Come all the way back here. I can only imagine they came this far back so that when this does collapse, he can get a nice charge off. Is General dead? No. But you don't have your horsies anymore. Shots from the artillery coming in, going after the... Yeah, look at that. Nice big shot. Noble Fighters are losing against the Desert Cohort. For how long, though? Oof. I mean, they might actually pull it off. Thanks to the artillery. Aerial spears, painful. Hopefully they used all their jabbies. But you know what I always say? Gotta get... Oh, no. No! They should have been back here. And just... Bloop. Square... That's a P. That is a P. Square formation. Square formation. They last so much longer in square. It is ridiculous. These guys are going to get absolutely thrashed. Yeah, already losing decisively. They just don't do well if they're in this. If they're not in square, they don't do as well. Oh no, where are you going? Stop getting so close, because he's going to shoot at you. Leave it there. These guys, oh, they are firing. He's trying to get a good angle, it seems like, maybe. Oh no, he's just going after the Numidians. No, don't waste your ammo on them. Stop firing. Stop firing. I would just pull them back. You don't need them over here anymore. Stop moving here, please. Please stop moving this up. I don't want to see your artillery crew die and or catch on fire. More Numidian lights moving forward. But again, they're not in square formation, so they're... I would have left the two Thorio spears right here and had them... I know I'm going to draw a rectangle, but shush. I would have left them in square formation, just like this. Look at that. Swaby pulling out one of his troops before they get too exhausted and charging, switching them out with another unit of Swordmasters. Love to see it. And yeah, these guys, yeah, not doing great. Are they out of ammo? No, they're not out of ammo. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? Fire. Fire on the guys back here. This is painful. There we go. Thank you. Please. Oh, there it is. Yep, fall back. Fall back. Cephalpedmic getting called up.
We understand.
Frenzy charge has been popped. Hopefully they'll be able to catch them. Rough. Desert cohort. 111 kills, down to 74 men. Libyan infantry moving on forward. Oh, no. See? You can't get this close. He's going to pay for it. He needs to pull his crew off and fall them back. Because trying to just get away with you're not going to make it. I mean, these guys are going to get attacked, too. Oh, they're actually out of ammo. Never mind. That might have been their last shot. These guys, are they out of ammo too? No, they still have ammo. But let's not forget, though, too, the Kimberly Bowwomen still have a lot of ammunition left as well. $211 kills so far for the artillery crew. Hopefully he does still have ammo left. I mean, if he doesn't, then leaving them there... Again, if he doesn't have ammo left for them, leaving them there isn't a bad idea, because you could potentially debate your enemy into firing at it, wasting ammunition. Definitely worth trying to do. But yeah, there. Oh, it's cabs right there. What are you doing? Why is where's your general? What are you doing? What are you doing? I see what you're doing. Basically, going with a sneaky sneak 5,000. Gonna sneak around. Charge into this side gate. Hopefully, he will be able to catch Carthage completely unawares and charge right into these Cretan archers here and be able to get them out of here. But unfortunately, he is now pulling back. How far, we're not sure, but looks like Swaby's going to start to move up again. And now we're pulling back again. But the horses, the horses, this. More horses. Are you going over to them now? What's going on here? Why are... What the fuck? What was that? They just literally used teleport to get on here. Hopefully they'll be able to get out of here, though. Before he gets caught. Because where's the rest of his... There they are. They're just like trudging along. And he can't move them. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, this is terrible. Maybe there was a little bit of a gentleman's agreement here, huh? Maybe there was a gentleman's agreement. Hopefully. So surprised. I would not have been that nice. I would not have been that. I would have pressed the advantage so hard. I don't know what they're waiting for here, though. I mean, they have... Oh, let's see what they have, actually. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Swordmasters, 6 including the General, and then a couple of Hex Bearers. And that appears to be it. But even still, yes, I would have pressed it. I would have pressed this advantage. And, I mean, even still, like, just get in here. Capture this tower. You capture this tower, it's going to force Kush to fall back more. Otherwise, he's just going to get shot at by the arrow tower. I mean, this, it's not a huge sphere of influence, but even still. Thinking these guys might actually be out of ammo. And you might just be trying to pull a fast one on them. Thorio spears, up to 57 kills, probably out of projectiles, but again, still, they should be in square formation. That's all I ever want to see. Now, charging in fully. It does appear... It does... Did he? Is that what happened? Did you ask if you can get your general out? Archer's moving on forward. Where is Masacely? Did he continue to try that? No. Maybe, just maybe, he's still gonna do that. But I mean, I think that if I was one of the attackers, I probably would have went and captured this. I mean, you'd be better off. You know, you have to realize that back here, this gate is still theirs, and so is this one. So there's always the possibility. If you're not paying attention, you could end up paying for it. You know. Yeah, he was out. Artillery crew getting sent in. Thorio spears. Oh, you hate to see it. Sam Knight's not doing too hot. Bounce power, though, still a little bit in the favor of the attackers. Kimry Bowman, however, here are getting focused down by the remaining Kushite archers, World Kushite archers. But now that they have captured this, they are within the sphere of influence, as it were. So they are getting shot at. Hopefully he'll be able to move them out of here soon so they don't get shot no more. But it does appear that Swaby, I was about to say Boei, might be losing their archers completely. I mean, this one's, they're about to come back. But yeah, these guys, not great. 106 kills for these guys. They still have some ammo left. 20 men left. He's really just focusing down these archers. I mean, that honestly is right now the most important thing to try and get rid of, especially since you have these Silver Shield Pikes. It's such an expensive unit, it'd be a shame for them to get focused down and just whittled away by the enemy archers. But I mean, these guys, I think, don't have any... Yeah, they don't have any ammo left. Where are... They still have ammo. So do they. But they're not in the right spot, kind of. Not that they... Well, I mean, they should know now that there are pikes. But, I mean, that's it. This is really all that the defenders have left. I mean, they have some Disciples of Piedmont left, and these 3 Desert Cohort units. But at some point in time, you're going to have to realize that you have to pull back. You have to pull back here. And I think that time might be now, perhaps. I mean, I think that just might be the best decision to make. I think that maybe what I would have done as Masacely, right? And this is obviously in hindsight. I'm watching this, so I can make, you know, these calls. because I'm watching this secondhand, so it might have been, and keep this in mind too, for if you ever have to play on this on this map and you're defending, and you end up in a situation where you're on this hill, right? Keep in mind, look at where this arrow tower goes to, right? It goes pretty far up the hill, and then the capture point, the capture circle starts right there, so you can't really fall back any further than that. If you play as Saba, Masasli, Kush, Nabatea, and you decide to bring artillery within the settlement, and you keep it back here to use to pummel the advancing enemy army, and you know for a fact that you are going to have to fall back to this hill defense, it may not be a mad idea. It may not be a bad idea to keep some ammo on hand. And before, you know, this flank and this flank over here collapses, may not be a bad idea to actually start shooting at this before it gets captured, and to burn it down before it gets captured. And then you can fall back. And then they won't have this arrow tower, because you can't instruct your archers to attack this. You can't instruct your units to attack this because it's yours. But in the long term, this is going to end up being detrimental to the defenders once the attackers do get hold of it. So Swaby has managed to sneak by Kush. Kush is going to try and get a rear charge off, but it looks like he did get caught up on the Swordmasters. Swaby's going to charge right into the rear of these Desert Cohort, and yeah, I mean, again, I think they should have probably pulled back sooner. I think that would have been a better bet.
Double time! Double time!
Well, bounce power has shifted back into the favor of the defenders, if only slightly. Mercenary Samnite Warriors are losing at the moment. Both of them are, actually. Yeah, these Desert Cohort are really holding their own, even against the Swordmasters as well, which is surprising. Desert Cohort is good, but it is not as good as its Roman cousins. We got one of them units are losing, but again, so are the Samnites. They are not doing that great either. And now it's just, oh, look at this! Masasli managed to sneak on in, charging into the rear here. Managed to do some heavy damage to Carthage's general here. He might be breaking soon. That's what he's trying to go for. He's trying to get that Carthaginian general. Trying to get away. Trying to get these archers. It's imperative. I mean, there's no... Are all of his archers out? All of his archers are out of ammunition, so now the pikes can go about their job completely unfettered by being harassed by arrow fire. Carthaginian general is going to die pretty quickly here soon, and or rout completely. Masasli's general up to 99 kills. Hopefully he can pull away from these berserkers quickly, and then he can get over here and cause some trouble. Yeah, I feel like perhaps the attackers may have thrown this away a little bit. I think that they would have had it if they had pressed here more. But again, that might have been a gentleman's agreement to allow Kush to get his cav, his horses back for his general unit. But it is collapsing rather rapidly for the attackers. And they were steamrolling pretty well. And here we go. Silver Shield Pikes moving on forward. And this is what I mean when I say that they're really good pikes, but it's not worth the money. Because we got this far into the match, right? 10 seconds left. This far into the match, and he didn't use them at all, right? He completely 100%, he could have gotten away with Thorax Pikemen, and then the money that he would have saved with going with Thorax Pikes instead of the Silver Shield Pikes, he could have chevroned up Thorax Swords. The Silver Shield Swordsmen could have chevroned up his Thorio Spears. Persian Hoplites, even though that's just kind of trying to polish a turd. He could have had a little bit more money to play with. And that's why it's just, in my opinion, it's never worth bringing the most expensive pikes. I mean, even as Mastodon, like, it's not worth bringing Foot Companion because you're not going to throw the Silver Shield pikes or the Foot Companion or the Bronze Shield pikes right up front, right away, because they're going to get focused down. Usually, you end up waiting. It's a late game unit to use, and you're hoping that the enemy has used up enough of their ammo. And as we saw here, there's no guarantee that you're actually going to end up using them. And I mean, that's why I don't really ever bring pikes, whether I'm attacking or defending, because it's not, I don't want to bring 2 units who are going to be sitting around the entire time, not doing anything, and where there's a good chance that they just won't do anything at all completely, when I could spend that money on literally anything else. But anyway, let's get into the numbers here. Red-Eyed Jedi with 1,526 kills, 244 for his one Cataphractic General. Nice job there. 33 and 7 for the Sizzle Cab. 50 for the Peltist, 50, 92, and 210 for the Persian Light Archers, 54 and 72 for the Hillmen. That's actually surprising to me. 19 for the Persian Hoplites. That's not surprising to me. 0 and 1 for the Silver Shield. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of money wasted. 189, 64 for the Silver Shield Swordsmen. 94, 71, 43, and 129 for the Thorax Swords, and then 60 and 44 for the Thorio Spears. Emperor Kanikatsu with 2,263 kills, 205 for the Kushite Royal Guard, 171, 206, and 120, and 168 for the Kushite Royal Archers, or the Royal Kushite Archers. Well done there. Disciples of Piedmont, 130, 127, 215, 8, 112, 80, and 211. So well done there. And then the Kushite Slave Infantry, 1998, 1998, 148, 71, 51, 29, and 94. So well done with some of these units, actually. And then the Dodgy Gob getting 2,890 kills, the most of everybody here. 161 with his General, 221 with the African Onager, 15 and 62 for the Numidian Riders, no surprise there. 112, 180, 51, and 53 for the Heavy Numidian Skirmishers. Desert Cohort, 208, 271, wow. 106 and 116, so awesome, well done with those units. And then the Desert Legionaries, holy shit, 329, awesome. 218, 164, 179, 127, 154. And then the Numidian Light Infantry, 109 and 54. TTV Exo Trogan. This is not Mass Effect. Exo Trojan, 2,162 kills, 50 for his Gen, 111 for the Ballista, 120, 69, nice, and 94 for the Cretans. Libyan Infantry, 93, 30, 188, 45, 211, 154, and 200. 176 and 97 for the Noble Fighters. 103, 46, and 69, nice for the Samnites. And then the Skitari, 70, 121, and 115. Max getting 1,803 kills, 280, wow, for the Noble Rider General, awesome. 119 for the Heavy Auger, and then the Club Levy. He went all Club Levy, Jesus Christ. How many Apollo videos have you watched, Max? 64, 150, 182, 63, 38, 77, 41, 54, 93, 37, 48, 49, 215, 93, 27, 10, 115, and 48. So well done with some of them. I will say this. This can work, but it's better for defense, from what I've seen. So just keep that in mind if you ever want to do Club Levy spam. And then the Barbed Mean, 1,955 kills, 47 for his Gen, a 98 for his Ballista, 81, 81, 114, and 61 for the Kimberly Bowman. Swordmasters, 378, awesome, well done. 163, 212, 153, and 287. Wolf Warrior, Berserker's getting 24 and 32. Wolf Warrior's getting 71, 34, 54, and 38. And then the Hex Bear 16, 8, and 3. So, well done to all involved. Definitely, man. I really honestly think that they could have won. The attackers probably could have won the one. Excuse me. Could have won that, especially if Max had saved his ballista. Indeed, had knocked down a section of wall, brought the ballista in, and saved some ammo. That would have been key to actually cracking the hilltop defense. But once he ran out of ammo, I mean, it didn't help that he brought all club levy too. I mean, he did very impressive work with his Noble Rider General, but still. Well, that's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I know I did. With that being said, have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are while you're watching. Just have a good one. Peace out, guys.